Hey guys, this is Malonb or Malonb, and I'm actually here to make a pretty, I would say kind of shortish yarn haul. And this is some yarn that I've gotten or bought during the last few months, so it's not all like recently. But let me actually start with the most recent. I went to Michael's probably like a few days ago during the weekend. A few days ago, and I got one yarn that was on clearance. I actually don't remember the name of it. But maybe you guys know what this yarn is. And the clearance price, it just says here it was $10, $9.99, and the clearance price is $5.99. It's in a blue. Again, I think it's called something by Karen, big something, or I don't know, something like that. They had this color, and I think they had a beige color and a yellow or something like that. But I picked up a blue. I thought maybe I could make some more sweaters or vests for my son. While I was there, actually it was another trip to Michael's, a different trip to Michael's. I also bought, and this was on sale, not on clearance, one of the Karen big cakes. And this color is, let me see, mint fudge. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's called mint fudge. I thought maybe I could do a shawl for myself, and I don't know, like to me it seems like it's coming off a little more yellow than it is, but maybe it comes out good for you guys, you know, while you're watching. Yeah, so when I saw this, I thought a shawl for myself. I want to see how big of a shawl I can actually get with this, and I just wasn't sure if I was debating on what pattern to choose. I wasn't sure if I want to make a crochet one or a knit one. So if you guys have any suggestions for a striped yarn or a variegated, is this a variegated? I would say it's more of a color transition yarn. Or if you guys have used this cakes before to make a shawl, what did you choose, etc. Just let me know or give me some suggestions. There's no rush since it's just for me. I can work on it anytime. This was from a Walmart trip. I got one of the Mandala Cakes. I think they're for $5. The colors are so pretty. And for this one, actually, I wasn't sure. I only picked up one, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to make, for Rohan, if I wanted to make a blanket or not. It's called Spirit. It's really pretty. And it says here the yardage is 590 yards. So again, I wasn't sure if that's like big enough or enough yarn to actually make a blanket. Obviously, it doesn't need to be like a full size, you know, blanket to cover any size of bed or anything. It could just be big enough to cover him. So I was thinking about that. I mean, if I guess run out, I can always go pick up another, but I'm thinking what kind of blanket I want to make with this. And again, suggestions if you guys have used this yarn for anything else. What have you used it for? If you have favorite blankets, also share with me. Okay, and then this part of the haul is just from one place I ordered online. And this was probably like at least a month, probably more like 2 months ago that I bought this. And I actually have not used any of it yet because I'm just a hoarder, I guess. And I take my time in actually using my yarn. This haul is from a place called Discontinued brand name yarn. I think that's what it is. And most of them are Cherry Tree Hill brands. I think actually all of them are. Let me just show you guys. This one is called Birches. Oops, I just undid it. But this one is called Birches. Really pretty. And I believe they're all super washed from the ones I got. Let me just redo the skein. I got 2 of these, and I'm sorry for the back sound. I got 2 of these thinking I could make something for my son. These are called Tropical Storm. I don't know if you can see that or not. And actually, I was kind of iffy about getting any yarn that's super washed to make for anything for my son, since I'm pretty sure I told you guys last time, or I mentioned it, I'm sure even before that, about that sweater that was super washed. I washed it and dried it multiple times on the machine, and it ended up felting still. So, and how it is that I really prefer either baby yarns or synthetic yarns, you know, that last the washes or will live through the washes, as opposed to having to hand wash or, you know, having to dry it out, not in the machine, because that just takes so long and I'm impatient. But at the same time, the colors were so pretty, and I don't know if it's this one or I don't know where I saw somewhere. I think one of the skeins maybe said that they recommended to wash in the machine but just dry outside. That's not anything I tried with my superwash yet. So I'm thinking that if I do that instead, maybe it will last, I guess, as long as I hope it would. It's supposed to just felting right away. But again, I'm still iffy if I want to actually use it for my son or not because of that. I know with him, he's going to get everything dirty probably the first time he wears it. So just going to go in and out of the wash over and over. So I'm still unsure, but we will see. This next one is called Sugar Maple. So bright. It reminded me of Skittles. No, not Skittles. Starbursts. That's the original Starburst candies. And I just wanted something bright. I was hoping to get to it and make something like a cowl or something so I can wear it during winter time and it can brighten up my day if, you know, whenever I see it. Let's see. I got 2 of these. These are called Peacock, and these are the Broadband Super Sock Self-Strapping Yarn. Where's the name? Peacock. I got 2 of those. I got 1 of these. I think I may already have one in my stash, so I wasn't sure. This one is called Spring Frost. And last but not least, I got 2 of these. These are called Old Rose, which I'm sure I got before, but I think I gave these ones away on a giveaway sometime. I never got to use them, so I got a couple more for myself. And you know what I love to do with the self-strapping kind is I'm always thinking shawls or cowls, because you guys know I don't make socks since I can never get a small enough gauge. Doesn't work out for me, so I always think of cowl or a shawl, or I mean, what do you guys suggest? Something that is not a sock, that is a great use for I guess sock yarn. What are your favorite patterns for sock yarn? I would like to know, actually. So that's my haul. I will be showing you guys one book I got. I'm currently doing, or I guess in the process of mailing out some packages, or actually I mailed that today, but we're doing a swap in one of my FB groups. It's like a mom group, gaming mom group or whatever, and the person that I was teamed up with, she sent, I think she just bought some items off Amazon, so they ended up sending 2 boxes out. I received 1, and the other one should come in sometime today, and as I mentioned, I mailed out her box today, and she should be getting it by Friday, so that's exciting. Anyway, I told her that I'm into yarn, knitting, and crochet, and she had bought a book for me. I will show you. And actually, I forgot to bring up the yarn, but she also got some cotton yarn for me. I forgot to bring it up, and I think it was Lion Brand. But the book she got was this one, 6 Quick Knitted Toys, which is awesome because it's not one I have seen or looked through before, or have, obviously. So I looked through all the projects. They have a lot of very cute toys. There is one specifically that I can't wait to make. because kind of going into live stuff here, and maybe I will do a little live section here, because you know that in my last video, if you saw it, I got cut off, so I didn't finish completely. But let me see if I can find it. I forgot what number it was, but let me just tell you, I guess, if you guys do not know, I'm a really beginner guitar player. So I play the guitar, and I have been playing it for my son. So, you know, we will have like some music time or whatever, and then it's so funny because he can't say guitar yet, but he knows, like, he knows what it is. Like if we say like, hey, you know, guitar, or even just say the word alone, he looks at it, he gets excited because he knows I'm gonna play it. So anyway, they have a guitar here that I wanted to make for him. Lately though, I've made the mistake of letting him touch it. So now he just wants to touch the guitar for a good, you know, a good while before I actually get to play it. Otherwise he cries about it, or if I don't even make an attempt to come and let him touch it, he cries right away. But once he gets to touch it for a while and he gets, I guess he gets over it, he lets me play a little. And again, I'm a really beginner, but I have learned some of the very basic kid songs, like Mary Had a Little Lamb, or Row, Row, Row Your Boat. What else? We also play The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round. And I can't find the guitar anywhere. Oh, actually here, I found it. So funny. I'm gonna make him a guitar for sure. And I was thinking about also getting him like toy-wise. You know how they have those toy guitars? Because a real one would obviously be a little too dangerous for him right now. Which, again, about him touching it, it just kind of scary, or have to watch him the whole time. I don't let the guitar go, so you know, because like the strings, he likes to kind of, you know, press them. If you guys are familiar with a guitar anyway, the strings are made of wire, so he likes to press them, and I always get paranoid that one of the days he's gonna end up like popping one, and you know, who knows what it may hit. So hopefully it does not happen. But and then he also likes to look at, you know, the front of it, the back of it. He likes to look at the, what is it, like the head of it? Is that what you call it? Where they have like the little knobs to tighten the strings up. He also likes to look at that. He likes to turn them and shit. He likes to turn them in general. So I always have to, you know, see if it's tuned, or tune it back up if, you know, whenever he's done touching it. So anyway, I will definitely be making him the guitar at some point. Maybe for his birthday, that would be a good one. And I was saying that I was also thinking of getting him the toy one. But the toy ones I've seen are with buttons, and I have to see if he likes it. I don't know how he's going to take it, since he already is somewhat familiar with a real one. I will have to see if he will like it, and if not, I guess eventually sometime I will have to just wait until he's a little old enough to get him a real one, like a real version, you know? Because I think they have some small ones for kids, so we'll just have to see. So I guess we're too into the live stuff. You have already seen my haul. That was it. Let's see what else to tell you guys. We're doing pretty good. I have finished stuff. Maybe I'll just show you. You know what? You're gonna be here for yarn stuff anyway. Maybe I'll just show you. I have stuffed the monster, and it's this big. I sewed him up. I have stuffed him. I have not made the arms yet. And I was kind of, you know, iffy about it. Well, not iffy, but I don't know, a little disappointed maybe. I don't know if it's at myself. I think it's at myself for the, I guess, the lack of experience in stuffing knitted items, or knitted amigurumis. You guys know that I make a lot of crocheted ones, and when you make the crochet fabric for an amigurumi, usually it's a somewhat stiff fabric that I don't think it shows that lumps of that stuffing as much as this one does, for example. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can definitely feel the lumps of it. And I had actually a hard time to stuff it this way, because at first I stuffed it, and I still kind of want to, or or I wish it would have been that way. I wanted to stuff it really, really firmly, so it would be nice for him to hug and stuff like that. But when I stuffed it, you know, as much as I possibly could, um, it just didn't look right. Like, it didn't have the shape. It just looked like it was misshapen, if that makes sense. So I had to stuff it less than I wanted to, and it's still a little off shape, I think. I mean, honestly, I think it, for some reason, it's longer or taller than what I think the book shows. I don't know if it's because my gauge, like, you know, row wise, it was off probably. Uh, you know, I don't think the book has it, but I think it should have. You know how some patterns have, you know, they say something like knit until you get 5 inches or something like that, instead of saying knit so many rows. I think I prefer the measurements better because, again, just I know that my gauge usually is off anyway. So, and again, this looking a lot taller than what I think the book shows, I think that would have helped me a lot. But since the book just said, you know, do 10 rows, I just did 10 rows. So anyway, obviously you still have to do the arms. I didn't start on the arms yet. And the face. I also did, remember one other thing I made that I forgot to show you last time. It is another vest. And this was one of my recent ones I made. It is a crocheted one. I think it's called a granny square vest or something like that. So I don't have it with me right now. I do have a Ravelry page for it. I'm going to post a picture here. And this vest is a free pattern. It is very easy. It's basically just 2 granny squares that you sew together at the shoulders and under the arms. Via the pattern, they had you add a little bit for the arm, like so it has a little sleeve kind of thing. But I didn't do that. I just left that out and just sewed up, you know, all the stuff. Very, very easy. He looks really cute with it. Very quick, very quick. And what else? There was also one more item which I actually forgot to get. I'm going to get right now. It's a shawl I made. And this one I do have a Ravelry page for it as well. I don't know if it was last month, maybe the month before, or even that maybe. I don't remember exactly when I made it. I'm pretty sure, I don't think I showed it to you guys, but I didn't actually go watch my last video, so I don't remember. But if I did show it to you before, I apologize. But let me go get it and show it to you. Okay, so I have made a shawl and it looks like this. It is very pretty. I do have a Ravelry page up for it. I do not remember the pattern name, but I do think it's a free pattern. And the yarn for this, actually, I used 2 skeins of that. It was this yarn. It was the same type of yarn, but it was in the cherry tree, what is it called? Oh, I'm sorry, cherry blossom, in the cherry blossom colorway. So I used 2 skeins of it. So soft, very pretty. It's like an off-center shawl, so you can see. I love it. You know what I want to do? I want to do like a garter shawl just like this, because that's what it is. It's all on garter stitch. I want to do a garter shawl, but that is not off-center. I want one that just goes, you know, it has like the little peak or whatever you call it in the center. That way it's just easy to wrap, you know, and I want it all garter. So I need to look for that. I don't know what I want to make next, but definitely a shawl would be nice, or like I said, a cowl. We'll just have to see. So anyway, we were going to live stuff. Rohan is doing pretty good. He's really starting to want to talk. He's attempting to talk a lot more. He's now 20 months. The thing he's been doing recently is you know, he has not learned to dance yet, but I think he's starting to try. It's so funny that he just stands there and he gets really excited whenever, you know, he sees something or You know, whenever he hears music, also he gets excited, and it's like he's trying to dance, but at the same time right now, all he does is like just kind of move in one spot, you know, like move in place, or sort of like jogging in place. So it's kind of funny to watch, and pretty cute. His hair is getting long again, so probably we'll have to cut it again shortly. I'm talking about hair. You know what he does? He likes to bite my hair. I don't know. I don't think he wants to eat it, or I don't know what he wants to do exactly, but he likes to bite my hair and pull it. Like, instead of pulling with his hands, like pulling my hair out, he likes to bite it and pull it with his teeth, which is pretty annoying, but I mean, you deal with it, right? I mean, my hair has gone through a lot. It's still going through a lot with him, so I thought at times to maybe cut it really short, or just honestly just to get rid of it all, you know, so I have nothing, because then there's nothing to worry about, right? But it has not, I guess, gotten to the point yet. What are we planning to do next with him? I wanted to take some holiday pictures, maybe like do it yourself kind of thing. Did I say that in the video, in my last video? I probably did. I still have not really thought about what exactly, but I was just thinking of wrapping presents at my house, which mainly just wrapping up boxes you know, to look like presents, and then putting him in some cute outfit, sitting among the presents kind of thing. So if I do end up taking any, maybe I'll share some with you guys. I don't know when I will be posting up my next video, since I don't know how quickly I will be able to, you know, finish anything up. I think, like I said, like the monster was a Christmas gift, so I definitely will post him up. At least for him, I will post a video up sometime, either, you know, before Christmas or maybe after Christmas sometime. But for him, I definitely will get at least one video up before the end of the year. And I will try to work on other stuff and show it to you. So thank you guys for watching so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.